For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
That one out wide and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a give right side. Joyner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Ritter. So left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Hunter, we're we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll throw incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, gotta catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's complete left side to Gray.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ritter to throw it.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw, Ritter. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Joyner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they need 2. Here's 3rd down. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 20. 10. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ritter. Here's Booker on the catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They'll run on first down. Joyner.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll run it now with Gray. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
Herbert going to change the play here.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Chargers! A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ritter now.
Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
They'll run with Booker. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
They went for Brooke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Herbert now. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
He's got it with the 15. Touchdown!
Danny Gray, 50 yards. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Ritter back to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
Now Gray on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second and 10.
Play action. It's Herbert. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Danny Gray
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Ritter off the play fake. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Ritter will throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step for these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's Herbert. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll keep it on the ground. Joyner, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Back to throw. Herbert.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a give right side. Joyner. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Herbert.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Strike 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out right.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Here's Booker. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Here's Ritter. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Bass on for the extra point.
And that will cut this lead down to 13.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Now a give right side. Joyner. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 42 yards. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Going play action, Ritter.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right. He's able to get it to Coleman. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
50 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Now it's Herbert.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Herbert now.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ritter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Ritter from the gun. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Ritter now.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of the defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ritter back to throw.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Set, ready.
Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Joyner.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time.